Now we are doing a yatra. One of the ways of getting into the spiritual world is to associate with saints. I look at that and understand them through looking at them and observing them. It becomes self-revealing. You absorb it and you become part of it, and you realize that you are not really just this individual little person, that you're just part of this creation.
पहुंच गया मंदिर
With the true timelessness of the East and the serendipitous way of the sadhu, we arrived at Bengali Baba's to find that nobody was in. So we sat and waited.
Well, we are somewhere in a valley in the middle of the Himalayas. And we came here to meet this Bengali Baba who lives in this place. But the Bengali Baba, as I understand, is going to meet us.
Oh, Duna? This is Duna? No, it's something. Somebody lives here.
So this young man here, he's going to go tomorrow and collect the Baba so that he comes. So that we will spend another day here, which I think is very, very nice. I think it's somehow like a little blessing that we spend another day here.
Holy men travel light, carrying just a change of clothes, a shawl, a water pot and tongs for the fire. They live off the charity of others, and within minutes Vashishta procured food from the villagers. The absence of our host didn't trouble anyone. Next day, Bengali Baba still hadn't turned up. But the locals knew there were visitors in his hermitage.
तो एक बात है माता जी, जो है ना, जैसे आप ज्ञान मार्ग में भी है ना, तो हम ये जानना चाहते हैं कि ईश्वर आखिर इतने प्राणियों को पैदा करके क्यों दुख देता है?
कौन?
ईश्वर।
ईश्वर
जैसे हम लोग को इतना पैदा कर देना, ओ दुनिया बढ़ गई, अब उसके बाद सब दुखी है, सब रो रहा है, कई सारा गोली चल रहा है, कोई मर रहा है, कोई कुछ, तो जब वो चिल्लाता होगा क्या ईश्वर नहीं सुनता है?
ये तो आपका कर्म है, ये सदुनी का कर्म है।
ये आखिर ये सब हो क्या रहा है? What is happening?
What is happening?
कि ये देखो कहाँ लड़ाई हो रहा है, अब जैसे ईरान और इराक है, अमेरिका है, ये सब जो है ना आपस में।
आपका अभी डार्क टाइम, अभी धीरे धीरे इसलिए आया लाइट टाइम, ये सब चलता ऊपर नीचे,
अप डाउन,
अप डाउन। लाइफ इज लाइक दैट, टाइम, लाइफ।
हम तो सबको कहते हैं कि माता जी कि हमें तुमने कहाँ भेज दिया यहाँ। तो हम तो कभी कभी सोचते हैं ना, अकेले में जब हम थिंकिंग करते हैं ना, हम सोचते हैं कि हम कहाँ आ गया।
In their minds, you know, it's Babas and yogis and ascetics that are wandering around. They talk to the villages, they get to know them very well, and they ask about everything, about their cows and about their family and about how everybody is doing. Oh, they're endless inspiration for the village people. They give that consolation, they give that upliftment. They talk about God. They give hope, they give faith. It's like, you know, in the West to see a pop star is a blessing for the people there. Here it is to see a yogi, it's a blessing. So they can bring down the happiness to the people, give blessings.
Well, I mean, what makes you and the Baba so different from everyone else?
It's your search for your inner, for your true spirit, that awareness that everything is just one, and to get to that awareness, you know, You sacrifice everything into the fire, everything else that of your unawareness into the fire.
This Dhuni, this fire, what is it? Is it the force of purification and cleansing? Or is it just a nice warm thing to sit around?
Nice question. The Dhuni, the fire. Fire is there always, no? But when you cover with this and make it holy wala hisab and Dhuna, then it's called Dhuni. When the saint or the ascetic Baba sit there and do his sadhana, that fire is called Dhuni. Not all the fires all over burning in the gas lamp or any funeral. That's not Dhuni, no? Dhuni when the Baba is there around the fire and worships that fire. That's called Dhuni. And yes, surely fire itself is the knowledge because it's the light. The main rule of the Dhuna is that it should never go off. There should be fire inside it. That's the real Dhuna, and that's the Dhuna we worship.
Fire is a symbol of many things. It's a symbol of the lower mind, for example. You learn to control the fire, they say, but the fire is just as difficult to control as the mind is. So you learn to control. This is a Baba, he sits there, he knows exactly how his fire works. So you keep away from it. And he learns how to control the fire, in the sense that he also learns to control the mind in order to go into spirit, which is the unmanifested.
There is a lot of secrets inside this asceticism, no? Which are not to be told, and it should not to be told to anybody. Because then everybody will come here and just spoil your bhajan and sadhana. Yes, be with the society, help the society, saints are there for that purpose only in the world. But don't reveal your secrets to everybody, because the knowledge is not for the fools, no?
Could I ever walk amongst the saints, or was I doomed to wander amongst the fools?
O darshana devo Shri Gurudeva Datta Digambaram. O darshana devo Shri Gurudeva Datta Digambaram.
Well, now we have to pack up, because we've been here for 2 days, and this Baba, he went away. So we just wait for everybody to be ready, and then we head off. But it is different for these yogis here up in Himalayas. They don't run anything. They live according to a different kind of perception, different law than the law of society. These yogis here, they live according to the law of God, the law of the energies. So they just wander around.
We never discovered if Bengali Baba was worth the detour, and so we headed off on the hard trek back up to the road.
Om Ekadantaya Vidmaye Vakradundaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat.
As we headed higher and higher into the mountains towards the source of the river Ganges, unexpectedly Vasishta stopped the car. We all had to get out and found ourselves beside a decrepit shack made of blackened old tar barrels.
दुकान नहीं, ये तो अपना घर है।
कुटिया सीताराम की।
ये हमारा घर है। अच्छा हरी हो।
What do you know about this gentleman here?
Nothing, I don't know anything about him. First time I'm here, first time I meet him. We will find out. We are going to stay here.
Vishishgiri clearly knew this man, but he was being evasive and didn't give me any clues, even though there was something very odd about him.
He is a nice man, courageous man, and nothing for himself, no? For everybody who comes. He is not speaking with the tongue, and he is reciting his mantras from inside every time.
So we settled in for the night.
Decorated and put flowers here and there. And I think
I was beginning to understand. Sitaram Baba was a silent saint. He'd taken a vow never to speak a word again.
बागेश्वर में रहते हैं, गुरु स्थान है प्रकटेश्वर में, बोल रहे थे अभी हाँ. You can just think by looking at itself that understand, no? The viewers also can think what's the meaning of Akash Vritti. Just to purify your soul, no? This is the way. One gets nearer to God. 12 years gone, he is not speaking. And this is a type of Hatha Yoga, and it's very difficult to do. Mostly people are unable to keep their lips shut, no? You have to speak. Someone has
it's very difficult, you know, to be in silence.
Would you ever consider doing a tapasya like that?
Which I don't think it's something that you can consider doing. It's something that you feel like, you know, if it comes to you, you will do it. If you have that willpower to do it, you will do it. Let's see, you know, one step at a time.
But seeing somebody like this, does it inspire you and in what way?
Yes, you know, it's like you talk out with your voice, but also to keep the voice silent and also keep the mind silent. You know, that goes together. You don't speak, also your mind gets silent. If you think of just being quiet and think of the sounds you start hearing, you know, the sensitivity that you develop.
Nice way of living, huh? Be in the world, be away from the world.
To be silent is the final tapasya, because it's in the silence that you finally find the truth. There you find God.
After the meal, I thought we'd be on the road again, but Vishishgiri led us down a steep path behind the hut.
Every time you come. It's happening, we are planning to stay tonight here only, because we can have darshan of Gangaji in the morning coming, and then we can go with it to the temple.
So what, you want me to come and have a look at where we're going to stay?
Yeah, you can have a look on this cave and it will be